Hey everyone, Lenny Bonds here from Perfectly Pixel, and today I want to share my long-term thoughts on the Pixel 6. Now the Pixel 6 series was a highly anticipated series for Pixel phones. They were releasing two flagship models with a totally different design profile from previous Pixel models. They upgraded the camera hardware, they installed their new custom chip, the Tensor chip, and Android 12, the new operating system on Android phones. Everyone was all excited to get their hands on the Pixel. Obviously, they're known for great camera hardware, and now you're upgrading the camera sensors, and we're like, wow, we can't wait to see how this thing turns out. And I have to say, overall, I've had a very good experience with both the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro, which I also have. So I've had the Pixel 6 since launch date, and I have to say I haven't really had any major issues, but I would be remiss to say that there weren't any issues. So during the release, there was a botched or a delay in terms of actually receiving the device for many people. I don't know whose fault that is. It's hard to put blame. I know I got mine right away, and I know a lot of other people that did. And then on the other hand, they were sold out, they weren't available, so that was one factor. Then receiving the device, many people I know had a lot of software issues. Not really hardware issues, but software issues. So that was another thing. I personally never had any hardware issues. I had a couple of software issues where I couldn't load a picture on Twitter. It would constantly crash, or my YouTube studio, I would be able to pull it up, but I wouldn't be able to do any extensive editing or anything more than just getting it up and looking at it, because that would crash also. Other than that, I didn't have any real issues with my Pixel 6. Then we had issues with updates. The updates weren't timely. People were getting frustrated. MKBHD came out and said he wouldn't recommend the device, and that caused a whole waterfall of other YouTubers coming out and saying things and talking, which we should talk about issues if we have them. But I have to say again, I was pleasantly surprised that I did not have on either device. So let's talk about the build quality of the Pixel 6. I think it's built very well. I like the camera strip in the back. I love the way they designed it, where actually when you lay it flat on the table on its back side, it don't wobble like other manufacturers have with their camera phones. I think it's a solid feeling phone. I really do like the feel in the hand. It's a flat front, as opposed to the Pixel 6 Pro, which is a curved front. It has a nice 6.4-inch 1080p OLED screen, which is great for video consumption, gaming, viewing pictures, or any type of media consumption. Now, the fingerprint scanner would be one of the issues that a lot of people have. I personally didn't have an issue with the fingerprint scanner, although it's not the best that I've ever used. I still prefer the fingerprint scanner on the rear on the older Pixel devices. The accuracy was good, it was 9 out of 10, but it was pretty slow. I will say this, when I put a tempered glass screen protector on the Pixel 6, it was a nightmare. I couldn't do it, but thankfully after multiple updates, we are able to use the fingerprint scanner with the tempered glass screen protector. Now I can use it, no issues. Still not the fastest in the world, but gets the job done, I should say. The Tensor chip is fast, it's smooth, it's fluid. Similar to every other Pixel device I ever had. I mean, there's something about the fluidity of a Pixel device that I really love. And it's just something you have to experience when you use a Pixel device. Battery life on the Pixel 6 has been excellent. I get about 6 to 7 hours of screen on time with medium to heavy use. So let's say I start my day about 6:30 in the morning. By about 9 p.m. I have about 10% left. And for me, that's perfectly fine. I have no issues with having to put it on a charger to give it a little boost. Charging speeds aren't the fastest, obviously, in this day and age. I mean, I think it maxes out at about 23. They did claim it was 30, but it's not. It don't max out, and it is slower compared to other flagship devices. Now, the Pixel 6 series, in my opinion, the best point-and-shoot camera there is out on the market, and that's including the upper-tier flagships. Now, I didn't say the most versatile, I said the best point and shoot. So if you want to take out a phone out of your pocket, take a picture, put it back in, the Pixel would be my choice. And I say it's not the most versatile because the Pixel 6 doesn't have a zoom camera, and it doesn't have a macro lens, but it does have an 8 megapixel front facing camera, as well as a 50 megapixel wide camera and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. And it does take stunning shots. The video, I would say, does a pretty good job, but it's not at the elite level as, let's say, the Samsung Galaxy series or the iPhones. But it's very capable and it does the job well done, and I'm sure you will definitely appreciate it. So, in conclusion, I'd like to say, with the numerous software updates that has happened to the Pixel since it first came out in October, from many people I have spoken to, it's a very solid device. Pixels seem to get better over time, and that's the case today with the Pixel 6. After 6 months, it is actually a better device today than it was when it first was released. And at $599, it's going to be hard pressed to find another device that will give you as much as the Pixel does. And it also offers you Pixel exclusive features like live translate, live caption, hold for me, screen my call, voice to text, which is a game changer. I use it all the time. Direct my call, magic eraser. So there's so many things going for the Pixel, and I personally would recommend it, but you let me know your thoughts. So don't forget to comment below, like, share, and thank you for watching.